Hello, everybody. It's me. It's a pretty simple one today about this particular subject. There was some speculation that Amazon was going to start posting the tariff charges on top of his prices on the Amazon website. So, in other words, if you were to buy yourself like a new phone or a phone holder or just anything you buy from Amazon, you would get the price, and then you would also get these charges that were actually tagged on due to tariffs. Now, Amazon denies that they were ever going to do that, even though there's a lot of retailers that are within Amazon that are doing it. And then it actually resulted in the Donald Trump himself calling Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos releasing it at his propaganda outlet, the Washington Post, that everything's fine and it was never going to happen. So I'm going to tell you what I think happened. What it is being reported is that due to some speculation that Amazon may have started posting the prices that are affecting their bottom line, and those prices are tariffs. So in other words, if you were to buy something for $10 and there was $1 of tariffs, they were going to actually put that in your receipt, and we're going to show you which of the money that you're spending is going due to tariffs. Of course, they said no. This is what I think happened. I think that maybe someone at Amazon was planning on doing it. Maybe Jeff Bezos himself was planning on doing it. But when Donald Trump called him, he put his tail between his legs and ran away like a little wussy wuss. Because you have to understand something. If you're not a man to begin with, and you don't stand for yourself, then you're not going to be one tomorrow. If you're going to let somebody dictate what you do at your business, when it's actually, even if it's in your best interest, and then you put your tail between the legs like Jeff Bezos did, which I think he did, the next time that he does it, it's going to be even harder to stand up for himself. And then the next time it's going to be harder than that. The good news, well, I don't know if this is good news about Jeff Bezos, is he's never been a man a day in his life. Ever. He just tries to take the easiest path and the shortest shortcut to success and doesn't really think about the long-term damage. He never does. So right now, self-censoring with the Washington Post, pulling the endorsement, which is the first time it's happened in my lifetime, to appease Trump, and now he's under Trump's thumb anyway. It's not going to stop, and it's something he's going to have to get used to for the next 3 years and 9 months. Because oligarchs like him would rather be in this situation with Trump than having someone in the Democratic Party in control. I don't know why, but that's just what he wants. Maybe I really don't get it. He doesn't come across as racist or homophobic. I'm sure he's neither one of those things. But unfortunately, if a Democrat were to get in there, even if it's just some do-nothing moderate, he's still going to have to pay a little more in taxes, and he just doesn't want to do that. So if anyone's listening to this, if you put your tail between your legs and you run as a default, other people are going to know it. So Jeff Bezos, who's just been unstoppable and seems to win every little battle he gets, his weakness is starting to show. But unfortunately, it's going to be bad for everyone else. What I mean by everyone else, it's going to be bad for anybody that's in the United States, because the company is so big, employs so many people, and ships products for so many companies that it's going to have negative consequences for our economy. Bottom line, what do you need to do here? If you are an adult and you stand your ground to begin with, it's easier to stand your ground the day after. Jeff Bezos, he's just a little bitch. That's who he is. It's really sad, but when you got a weak oligarchy who's kind of lazy and just wants an easy path to success like we have, and an angry, reactionary, conservative base that's frankly not very intelligent and overtly wants an authoritarian government, you get the situation we're in now. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. We're just going to have to deal with it for the next 4 years. Have a good one.